There is a question that medicine almost never asks. Not what are your symptoms, not what are your numbers, but this: does your life feel worth getting up for? It sounds philosophical. It is not. Researchers studying longevity, cognitive aging, and immune function have spent decades building a body of evidence that places the answer to that question among the most powerful predictors of how long a person lives, how quickly their brain ages, and how effectively their body fights disease. The variable they are measuring is called sense of purpose, and what they have found about its biological effects is something that every person over 60 deserves to hear. Purpose is not ambition. It is not productivity or achievement. It is not having a packed schedule or a clearly defined list of goals. It is something quieter and more fundamental: the felt sense that your presence in the world matters in some way, that there is something ahead worth moving toward, that your actions connect to something beyond the daily management of survival. This distinction matters because the research is not measuring whether people are busy. It is measuring whether they feel that being alive means something. And this feeling, or its absence, produces distinct and measurable changes in the body that accumulate powerfully over time. A landmark study published in JAMA Network Open that followed over 7,000 adults for nearly a decade found that individuals with a strong sense of life purpose had significantly lower rates of all-cause mortality, not slightly lower, but substantially lower, than those who reported weak or absent purpose, even after controlling for age, health status, income, and lifestyle factors. The effect size was comparable to not smoking. The absence of purpose that study found carries roughly the same mortality risk as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. Dr. Patricia Boyle at Rush University Medical Center has conducted some of the most precise research on purpose and brain aging in the scientific literature. Her longitudinal studies show that older adults with high purpose scores display measurably slower cognitive decline over time, including in the domains most associated with Alzheimer's disease. Post-mortem brain analysis in her studies revealed something remarkable. Individuals with strong purpose retained cognitive function even when their brains showed the same physical markers of disease as those who had lost that function. Purpose appears to build what researchers call cognitive reserve, the brain's structural capacity to compensate for damage and continue functioning at a high level. The immune research is equally compelling. Studies at the University of Michigan demonstrated that older adults with high purpose show measurably better natural killer cell activity, lower inflammatory cytokine levels, and more robust antibody responses to vaccination than age-matched peers with low purpose. The immune system, it appears, is directly responsive to the meaning the person assigns to being alive. Purpose does not require reinvention. Research shows it can be cultivated through small, consistent acts of contribution. Teaching something, caring for something, creating something, witnessing something. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.